Alright, hey Svfam, what is good? Tell me why I just went to Whataburger. I will say their brand because I work for them. They're paying me, although I should have given my money back, but you know, I just went to Whataburger. I'm not in the Whataburger that I usually, like, I'm not at home, so I didn't go to my Whataburger, but I ordered off the app some hash browns, 3 pancakes. I'm gonna set this up so I can talk to y'all, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, cool. Alright, so I finally got the setup. It took a little minute. I think I still. What else? We just wanna go ahead and cut these pancakes up. Hopefully they're not cold. They are kind of cold. I feel like I should put them in the microwave. Before I put it in the microwave, I just thought of this idea, and I was like, might as well go ahead and get it on the cam. Just gonna go ahead and do that. And do that. That way the syrup already up on it. Boom, bow. Hey, yes, so you already know. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to talk about in this mukbang. This is like my first real deal, because last time when I tried my mukbang about my baptism and everything, I didn't really see the food. So at least now that y'all can actually see the food. Started the journey of really discovering who I am and what I can bring into this world. A lot of the time I was lost because I always knew what I wanted to do. I just wasn't sure on how to make that actually happen. And for the longest time, honestly, I would just look outside of myself. I wouldn't believe in my vision. Like, I always knew I had this strong vision that could help others and just do so much for others, but I didn't have the courage enough to basically be rejected if somebody didn't see fit. And I always would just weigh the opinion of others, for one thing, and the negative would stop me. So when I was on my own, that's something that really stopped me. But now that I'm gaining mentorship and I'm gaining knowledge, it's making it a lot more easier. So I didn't necessarily tell y'all, but a family member, when I was asking for donations for the Arts International, my family member, per se, I'll keep them anonymous. Like, I won't even bring up how they're related to me or anything of that sort. But I sent it out in a little family group chat, and that person was just really negative towards what I had in my mind, my dream. I found a way to make it happen. I was determined to make it happen. That person always told me that it's much harder to make it on your own than with people that are like-minded. And I'm going to look up the message, and I'm going to read what he said, and I'll be right back. I'm back. So basically, what I'm about to read to you is from that person. Like I said, they're going to be anonymous. Not going to know gender, nothing like that. And they sent this to me on February 14th of this year. Happy Valentine's Day. But I was already going through a hard time because, let me set up the vision for y'all. I was getting behind on my bills. Every time I got paid, like, my bank account auto draft, so it would go to bank fees. That's why I finally closed my bank account. And things just weren't adding up. And then, me asking for other people's help and you being at the mercy of other people to get this dream, like, that was just something that was just weighing in on me. So what this person said to me just really put everything more into perspective. And I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to read to y'all what this person said, okay? My dear Alexis, how much research have you completed by asking people to invest thousands of dollars into Arts International? Some websites that I researched are saying it's a scam. If it's too good to be true, it usually is too good to be true. Okay, talking about that right there. I learned in this meeting that basically, you can Google anything in this world and you can put the bad things within it. Like people, let's take Whataburger for instance. You look up the bad reviews about Whataburger and you can see all the bad things about Whataburger. And if you let that base your decision on anything, then you're not going to get far, because Whataburger, honestly, as a company, they're very nice to work for. You get benefits, and with their Whataburger app, you are able to receive rewards the more you spend with them. So it's like you get rewarded through things. So people might think that that's amazing, and then other people might think that that's too much. So just because you read that it's a scam doesn't necessarily mean that it's a scam. So that's one thing that bothered me, because just because you read it online and you see bad reviews in that sense doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because there's also positive reviews that show you why it's also a good thing. I know that I declined the invite, but if I wanted to go to the showcase in December, that's still an option, and it's going to be a little bit more easier to pay as well, to where I don't have to ask for people's help. So that kind of worked out. The next paragraph is, I would be willing to invest in a college degree at an academic credit school. However, I will not invest good money in anything that's questionable. To be a legitimate organization, one that preys upon young people's hopes and dreams as they take their parents' hard-earned money up front. May I suggest you conduct a more detailed research on this company? That is fair. That's fair. If the person doesn't want to pay for, like, hand me money, that's honestly, like, okay. Like, it could have easily been like, no, I don't feel comfortable sending money for this, or something of that sort. Something in a way that was so much easier than having to say all of this just to say nothing at all. Just because somebody goes to college does not necessarily mean that they are going to have a promising future. There's lots of people in this world that has degrees that are even homeless, to be honest. There's people that are veterans that are homeless. Just because you did something in your life that is viewed amazing within the society doesn't mean that that's necessarily going to take you to the next level. What's going to take me, per se, to the next level is my mindset and my actions behind my mindset. Just because I go to a school does not mean that's going to help me to be the best version of myself. There's people that didn't go to school, that dropped out of high school, and that's their best version and is making money. So that's just one thing that was just over my head. You want to invest. And even if I did go to a school, y'all, because I have went to school, I haven't received any money when I went to school, needing help and everything. Like, it's always something. There's always a loophole in not trying to help me, basically. So this next part, I agree with you. You are correct about being stubborn, trying to throw a low blow, but it's not a low blow because I am stubborn. I appreciate you trying to find your own way. However, the journey takes so much longer that way. Since I have became a part of this mentorship, it's been my first week, and I still have a couple weeks to go to make sure I'm even still, like, worthy of this. But in the last week, I have learned that, and they have pressed that, honestly. It's hard to be self-made, and at the end of the day, nobody is self-made, because even when you're working and building your future, you're still having to meet people and get the resources that you need. So I will agree on that. I do need to surround myself with like-minded individuals that are going to help me rise up rather than tear me down. So I do agree with that, and I do put that into perspective. Now, also, this other part. May I also suggest to use other people's wisdom to help you on your journey? So basically that goes into what I was just saying, like using other people's wisdom on my journey. That's what I'm doing. I always seek to get other people's mindsets within my life, especially if it's going to benefit my life. So that is something that is key that I took from that message as well, now that I'm able to dissect what that person is trying to say. I think this person was trying to be mean in a way, trying to be controlling. They think that since I'm not getting their knowledge, that I'm not getting any knowledge at all. So that's kind of just on them, because they don't know what I'm doing within my life. And another thing is, I'm actually doing a lot, like building a channel, stubborn visuals, my own brand, being creative. It's always not good enough for this certain type of person. And honestly, I'm just getting to the point where I don't care, because I just don't care. So this last part of this message was, before you reject my words of wisdom, Please consider them. Love, blank. I simply replied within 3 minutes of reading all of this. Thank you for your wisdom and considering. Have a blessed day. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing else. And then I blocked them. I blocked both of them because they're a couple. So, you know, just they're one. I don't need negativity in my life, whether it's family, friends, or anything. If you're not helping me succeed and to see the bigger picture, if you're just going to try to tear me down along the way, I don't need you. I will put in the clip in this video of where it hurt me. I'll put it right here. So I'm sorry to get on here crying, but I just thought I would share something. Well, I don't know. You go on some websites and they say it's a scam, but I also heard a lot of feedback from a lot of people that are like me that really made it pretty far with it. So it's like, I guess, I don't know, it's just 50-50, but of course I'm asking my family to help support me with my GoFundMe account, and somebody in my family, like I would read the messages detail for detail once I can, but basically just doubting everything about it, usually saying when it sounds like it's too good to be true, it usually is too good to be true. I really didn't even want to ask that person for help to begin with, to be honest, but it just really goes to show you how people can be when you're asking for help. This is why I wish I didn't have to ask for help. I wish that I could just do this all on my own, but it's whatever. I just can't wait till the day that, you know, I do become successful in my own way. Not even to show that person, like, you know, like I told you so, but just to be like, if you would have just had a little bit more faith in what I was trying to do, you could have been sharing this with me. But once I make it, I'm cutting that person out, because if you can't believe in me when I need like, I believe in myself, but if you can't believe in me as well, then I don't know. It's really frustrating, but it's whatever, because that just makes me even more determined to be the person that I know I'm going to be. And just because I don't have support doesn't mean that I don't have other family support. Like, thought is like this much within my life, and it's just getting lower and lower to the point where it's not about to be in my life anymore. So it's gonna work out. And of course, I'll let you know what's up. Hopefully I'll talk to y'all when I'm in a more upbeat mood. That kind of just really pissed me off, but yeah. Alright. You see, like, how that made me feel? I just, no. And I don't deserve that, and I don't have to deal with that. No matter who it is. No, I put me first. And if I'm not doing anything negative and I am trying to uplift myself and pursue my dreams, I don't feel like I should be punished for that. That's my personal opinion. So, February 14th. But that was a part of the journey, honestly, because if it wasn't for that message, I wouldn't be pursuing what I'm pursuing now. In a sense, that person did help me, but I'm not giving them all the glory, because that negative voice is going to have to go. Just because they're your family don't mean that you have to deal with their BS, okay? It's your life at the end of the day. You do what makes you better. Be the best person that you're supposed to be. Reach your highest good. You feel me? Like, don't let other people try to tear you down with their negative words and their fears. Nope. I came into this world to help create a new world. And that is my mission. That is my goal. I'm just going to continue to just chase my vision and my dream, you know. I have came such a long way within the last year of stubborn visuals, and you can see some of that if you go back to see my old videos to now. So I'm just going to continue to climb the ladder. I'm going to continue to grow. There's going to be people that try to stop me along the way, but as long as I keep God first, I have nothing to worry about. And that's why I'm so joyful. There's times where I'm not happy. There's times where I'm sad. There's times where I'm upset. But I remain joyful because I know at the end of the day, it is always a bigger picture. It is always for the bigger picture. And so much greater good is going to come. You feel me? Like, I'm just so thankful that I woke up, you know? I'm so thankful that I am loving myself and I am learning to just continue to go with flow, you feel me? Because this world is definitely interesting. And being 23 in today's world as a millennial, you got to get creative. You really have got to get creative. And most people are stuck in this old generation mindset. And that's the problem. That is the problem. Like, don't get me wrong. Colleges are for certain people. We do need professions. We need doctors. We need lawyers. We need all of that in our life to help us get to where we need to get to. But that being said, college is not for everybody. Just because you go to college, it does not mean that you are going to succeed in this life. It's all about, college is a tool. It's a tool to get you to where you got to get to. You take that information, you do well with it, boom, bow. That's good for you. But it's not a guarantee. Nothing really in life is a guarantee besides death. Death is the main thing that is promised to everybody within this world. Not even life in the sense, if you think about it, because like being born, that's not even a guarantee. Some people don't even make it to be born, but the definite thing that there is death, always. So with that being said, like, since we all know that we're going to die one day, we don't know when the day is, but we do know that death is promised. Why not go after our dreams? Like, what should stop us? Oh, because we might fail. Oh, because we might not make it in the first time that we try. Okay, I didn't make it like 100 subscribers in one day with 7 visuals, but you see that I didn't give up. I'm still trying to get my 100 subscribers, and I'm going to keep on going once I get past my 100 subscribers, because I know I'm going to get that. I'm going to reach millions of people one day to come, but this is my growing journey. And since I know that one day I'm going to die, I want my, you know, my legacy to live on forever. At my funeral, that's another thing I was thinking was, I wonder if Kobe ever envisioned his funeral being the way that his funeral was. And by that, I mean, when you first start out, you know, when he was in high school, his funeral could have been a small little church funeral. Who knows? I'm just saying. But as his legacy built on, you see how his memorial was. He had 2. He had one for his family and one for the world type thing. Like, that's what I think. I often think about my funeral, and not because I want to die tomorrow, but what is going to be said at my funeral? What is going to be, what kind of legacy am I going to leave? And I want, you know, for my future generations to come to know, like, who their great-grandmother was, their great-great-great-great-grandmother was, you know, wherever I fall down the line with my later generation. I want positive to be there. I want them to be like, oh, you know, she worked hard for what she has and type thing, but, you know, she was smart about it. There's just so much that I envision within my life, and I'm thankful for the time that I was born, because it's much easier to reach that dream as long as I stay connected to the right people. So just because a family member might think negative, it doesn't mean that I can't find people who are like-minded and believe in my dream and help me make it happen. So I know this was a lot of rambling within this video, but I feel like I had a good point. I feel like you can understand where I'm trying to go within that. But yeah, people try to tear other dreams down, but it's only because of fear. And what I learned is fear is false evidence appearing real. So you gotta shake it off. And poor, let me tell you the acronym that I learned for poor. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's what poor means. So you're putting yourself into the poor mind state. It's all a mind state. It's all a mind state. Everything begins with the mind. The mind is the governor of the body into the world. So what's you gonna do? What actions are you gonna change? That's what I'm asking myself. What life do I envision myself? 5 years now? 5 years from now, what do I want to do? It's all these questions that are just waking up in my mind, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for that push, because I needed that push. I got comfortable. now it's time to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was different, but you already know I got to keep it juicy and I got to keep it good. So I will see you on Wednesday. Make sure you are here. I will have a vloggy vlog for you, of course. And yeah, so if you like the vibe, then subscribe. If you like this video, don't forget to bump that thumbs up. I love y'all. Be blessed. See ya next video. Bye. What's love?